Righto, bro. So we're in just over from where we were before in the fire pit, and just to show, look, Matty's lawn is south facing, pretty close. So,
Yeah, good, well done. Never eat soggy wheat Bex, Rusty.
That's it. Never eat. So, and look, Matty's house is a 2-story house, which is behind the camera. And then it's elevated again by, I'd say, about nearly 2 metres to the bottom slab. So we'll cast a fair shadow during winter.
Yeah.
And obviously this is why we've got a little bit of broadleaf sort of flickering through the Sir Grange. We've got a little bit of mullumbimby, cooch and nutgrass, and there's a little bit of flickweed. But it's all easy to control. So the old mullumbimby and the nutgrass, that's no dramas. And the broadleaf, we've got some bow and arrow for you to treat that. So I think that's where we'll start, getting on top of the weeds. Well, that's you getting on top of the weeds.
When you treat, though, do you just do the spots at which they're at, or do you generally do a spray right across the whole lot?
The bonus of bow and arrow and halo force, which is what we use for the nutgrass, with the bow and arrow, is going to take out all the broadleafs you've got, no dramas whatsoever. But realistically, I mean, the label states 25 to 50 mil in 2 to 5 litres of water will treat 100 squares. So you're actually better off broadcasting it. And the reason you'll find for it, there might be a tiny little broadleaf down in here that you don't know, but if you're misting that broadleaf on the way through, it's going to knock it out and control it.
Yeah.
And then you're also eliminating the risk. Bow and arrow can tend to discolour the plant too. So people are so used to just going die weed.
Yeah.
Because they're using hardware stuff.
Yeah.
We're playing with big boys' toys now.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it's better off broadcasted across the whole lawn. So obviously, the fact is you've still got really, really good coverage through here. So we'll get the weeds under control, and then obviously we want to move to pre-emergent. So then we can keep some weeds at bay, because summer weed pressures are the next biggest thing. So we'll help those, and then obviously we want to get some feed into it. So we've got it. The bucket of fertiliser that we've got for you is a quick release fertiliser. It's like Red Bull to a child.
Yeah, wow, that's good.
So it's gonna get this humming.
Yeah.
And you're gonna do like a little mini reno, so to speak.
Yeah.
So we've got Scarifier on the back of my truck. So Matty's going to be unleashed.
Dangerous.
On the Scarifier.
Dangerous.
Light.
Yeah. I've heard that. I've heard everyone says light Scarifier. You don't want to tear the whole thing out.
We're tickling.
Yeah.
Tickling.
Yeah.
And then basically, we'll put some goodies into it. And you got top dress a little bit of an area over there. You're not going to top dress the whole lot, are you? Or?
No. There's just sections. So with the retaining wall there near the fire pit, where it got done a couple of years ago. Over time, it's sunk a little bit. So just want to flatten that out, just to get the mower across it a bit easier. Rather than having to dig in, you lose little chunks out of the
turf,
and whatever. So just to tidy that up.
Yeah. And you're planning sort of very late September. So that'll be all right.
Yeah.
We're on the cusp of October. We like to do things in October just so we can, guarantee that we've got some soil temperatures there and the plant's growing. And then, look, I suppose following that premium Zoysia program, obviously we'll put the grow turf to the side and we'll move to that bag of fertiliser, the TX10.
Awesome.
But once you've got all these in, it's like your ongoing maintenance is minimal. Realistically, it's not that time consuming, and it'll be good to see this area up here.
Yeah, it does come up really, really good once it gets more sun on it.
Yeah.
You always notice that. The issue sort of is too, we had a lot of rain as well earlier, and so it just held all that moisture in it.
Yeah.
we've also, been renovating here, so there's been the high traffic areas, So there's
Last time I was here, I reckon there was a dozen blokes scattered all over.
Yeah,
here. It's,
yeah,
it's held up to all. There was piles of sawdust up the side.
there was stuff everywhere. So it's just been a lot of high traffic areas and a lot going on. So it'll be good. Everything's sort of finishing up now, so getting it going.
Yeah.
The other thing I learnt last summer too was not to be lazy with the mowing, like regularly mow.
Sharp blades.
Yeah.
Sharp blades, regular mowing, and regular mowing, you're actually increasing the health of the plant anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So that and regular mowing gets you a chance to probably have a tin more often after mowing sort of thing.
Well,
so
you earn your beers that way too,
that's
don't you?
it. Exactly.
Yeah. And I know why they encourage you to mow every day of the week.
You still see the remnants of the big blues state of origin emblem.
It's
in
everywhere.
there.
Just to remind me that we lost the series again.
Yeah. So in hindsight, same thing next year or reneging?
Well, look, I said I'd never make a bet again, but I bet you I do because I'm an idiot. That a fool never learns, and I am a fool. So you've only got to win one bet though, If you win the last bet,
you're only as good as your last bet.
That's right. So don't take that into gambling because that's a whole different thing. But when it's fairly harmless, it's not so bad.
At least we know well and truly by Christmas. Obviously we're not planning on going anywhere for Christmas, so you'll be having Christmas around here at some stage.
Yeah.
At least this is going to look Mickey Mouse, and the old remnants of the blue emblem will be gone anyway, mate.
Yeah, well and truly. So I'm looking forward to that because the kids running around, they've been Smurfs for the last couple of months. Every time they come inside.
They must love this though. It is a comfy grass.
It is really nice. We it's funny when people see it for the first when it is rocking during summer and it's at its peak. People do grass angels in it. They like to come out and lie in it, and yeah, it is pretty nice. So it comes up really well.
Mate, thank you for having me around.
Anytime.
And finally getting able to catch up again, and look forward to the journey, mate. And we'll get this rocking and rolling, and show people the transformation of it prior to Christmas. I reckon is a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's when it is really looking its best. It's a beautiful grass too, the Sir Grange. It comes up really, really nice. I like the deep green of it too. You get a really nice green.
And it's a natural green too.
Yeah.
It's not enhanced. Well, not at the moment anyway.
No, not yet. I'm going to pump it full of that Red Bull that you told me about and see where we go.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having
Always
me.
Legend.
Thanks for choosing the LawnPride products too, mate.
Mate, they're good stuff. They're the good stuff. They're the top shelf.
They are.
Yeah.
No word of a lie. So there you go, guys. Now, this bloke has got a Instagram page that is sensational. It is definitely worth a look. I leave here with sore jaws from laughing. So it is
Matty Acton.
Matty Acton on Instagram, and also tune in to Matty at it used to be 105.
Well, we're back there now. See,
there.
It was B105, as everyone knows it. They changed it to Hit 105. Now it's back on B105. So, which is fine because no one ever called it Hit 105 anyway. When we said we're back to B105, everyone's like, duh, I never called it Hit 105.
I remember listening to B105 back when Ian Skippin was on it.
Mate, exact. I was on the radio station when it was Hit 105 and my own mother still called it B105. So B105 every morning. Make sure you're on there.
B105 every morning. Matty's got a huge following, and you'll be able to ask him grass questions because he talks about his lawn on radio, and people ask you grass questions and turf questions.
It is my fourth child and my favourite. So
you can tell no one's home. Just
yeah. It's exactly right. My wife calls it my mistress as well. She always says that to everyone when they're like, "God, your grass is nice. How nice is your grass?" Oh, the mistress. She's like, "'Cause I'm always out here." Yeah, headphones in, mow the lawn. Sorry, got to tend to my lady.
Oh, you're a cut.
My wife's also not home at the moment, which you can probably tell.
Yeah. All right, bro. Thanks very much.
Good on you, legend.
Take it
Good
easy,
to
bro.
see you.
See you, mate.